Hey you guys, I thought today I would show you Roosevelt Park if my camera phone will cooperate. Roosevelt Park is one of the oldest and I think one of the most beautiful parks in Waukegan. Unfortunately, it is very overgrown right now. Back in the day, it used to have rolling hills that were all mowed. See, this was all mowed way back when. Now it's allowed to be more wild, which some people like and some people don't like. But there was a lot of stuff that went on here. It had a lagoon, and I think the Waukegan River runs through. It's got Roman columns. We're coming up to some right now. It's set in one of the city's ravines. Unfortunately, there's a maintenance truck parked in the path. Here's one of the columns. This is one of the scenic overlooks, I think. See, this is what I love about my city. It's got some beauty to it. See way down there? The bridges? It's got beauty to it that all of the gangbangers and low income and this and that have not been able to take away. There's another bridge over there. I think I'm going to try and do this in stages just to make sure that it records. So, this is end of part 1. Smells so good. There's some type of wildflower or something that smells very good right here. These red bridges kind of remind me of Chinese gardens almost, you know. Now Busby and I took that one of the last times we were here and it's flooded. So this little path up down there is very muddy. We won't do that again today because it still looks wet. Sounds like there's some type of a game going on over there. At least that's what I hope it is. I did not bring my pepper spray. See, some people do not like that this is so overgrown because back in the day it used to be more manicured. And that's their memory of it. But they've just recently, look at the monarch butterfly there. They've just recently redone all of this so that it is more natural and has more, look at the cattails, has more wildflowers and nature, not as strictly manicured. How tall these flowers are on either side of the boardwalk. And here we come to one of the bridges. Looks like they're doing maintenance. Now Busby, we didn't go that way this time. We went this way. I'd like to go that way this time. Let's show you I believe this is the Waukegan River. Looks a little stagnant there. I would like to go this way this time, Busby. Okay, I'm going to turn this off and then turn it back on. It's pretty purple flowers. Mark would know what that is. I don't. I hear chickens up on the hill. I think somebody's raising chickens over there. That used to be illegal in the city, but who knows anymore. I don't know where this goes. It's like a street turned into a street. Oh, and then it's closed up there. Okay. Must be an old entrance to the park. Unfortunately, Roosevelt Park is not in the best neighborhood. It's in the south side, and like Chicago, the south side has seen a more influx of low income and crime. South side of Waukegan is the same. But I think this park is gorgeous, whether it was in its old manicured state or now when it's in its wild state. I just think it's beautiful. It's a beautiful place to come and walk. You need to clear up the river there. That's not very attractive. It looks very stagnant there. We're going to be coming up here and finding out what all that screaming's about. Might be good, it might be bad. Who knows? But it's a real park that, you could just come and get lost in. The hills and the valleys and the mature trees and the shrubs and the wildflowers and come on. Hi. Thank you. Oh, like maybe there's a class going on up here or something. Oh, there's people doing work. Are they volunteers or something? Ooh, it's kind of a steep hill. Doing some manicuring. Here's like an overlook. I love this big oak tree over here on the left. That one. Okay, I'm going to turn you off for a while. I don't know if you can see way over there, but there's more Greek Roman columns at that entryway to the park. It's just an old-fashioned city park, when they used to put statues like that in parks. Here we come to a stairway. I recently rediscovered this park because I live on the north side. I don't come here very often. And I just discovered it again, and I'm very taken with it. I think it's got a lot of beauty to it. I look forward to coming back in the fall when the trees are changing. Now, I think this might be where the gazebo was that they moved to Washington Park. That's why it's in the shape. And a lot of people are unhappy with that. They did not want the gazebo moved. They wanted it left here. And I think this used to be the lagoon that they've let fill in. And this is, I think, the Waukegan River. You can see there's more columns up there. That's the colonnade that where we looked over. And this is the river that the bridges go over. There's little signs here that talk about the flowers. This is the Waukegan River, it says. See, I think the lagoon is still here. It's just they've let it get filled in. That might be where the old, what do you call it? What was I just talking about? Pagoda, arbor, whatever it was. Pavilion. And they replaced it with that new metal one. But people wish that they had kept the old and not moved it to Washington Park. I just love this view with those columns and the stairway that goes up there. I think this was the lagoon that a lot of people wish was still the lagoon instead of filled up with wildflowers and stuff. Some people say, oh, it's so overgrown, who remember it being more manicured. Okay, back up the stair. And here we head back down into the ravine, around this corner. Between the wildflowers and the tall trees to another bridge across the Waukegan River. Another sign. I don't know if you can see the columns over there. The Roman archway, or Greek, whatever it is. Greco-Roman, how about that? We'll include them both. The stairway goes that way. See, here's a picture of kind of what it used to look like back when it was more mowed. Health of the Waukegan River, of your Waukegan River. Okay, that's pretty much Waukegan's Roosevelt Park. I think it's a beautiful, magical place. Many people have wonderful memories of this park. Some people are upset, like I said, that it's more overgrown now than it was when they were little. Some people, like me, think it's beautiful and healthy for the environment. And I think it's still a magical place. Filled with haunted children, voices that I never did see the kids. Maybe children of the past that come here to still play. Says Gardenia trellis. Bye, Roosevelt Park.